welcome to the Daily Sweep. I'm your host, Anthony Longhair Leclair, and I'm joined by my friend Matt Holy Fuck It's Hotter Than Hell Dickson.
It is warm in here.
Yeah.
It is a little warm in here.
It's pretty toasty. Anyway, we have a question for you. Did you know that on this day in 1978, Fleetwood Mac won Album of the Year for Rumours at the Grammys?
No.
Well, now you know.
I do.
Now you know. Surprise.
Wow.
That's a quick and easy one.
Yeah.
Other than to just fill in, by the way, The Chain is a super bitch of a song to sing. So...
Sounds awesome when you guys do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Screw you, Lindsey Buckingham. Anyway. But, yeah, so that was on this day in 1978. On this day in 2020, we're not plugging any gigs today, but I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
And for the audience. I'll give you a bit to think about it if you need. Or you might just be able to right off the bat. So, what is, you don't have to do the one, unless you have the one, but what is one of your favorite songs of all time, and why?
We were just talking about this, actually, out there. Probably, and it's going to be weird, it's a song called Why Can't You Be by Third Eye Blind. And I've had this conversation with Tony and many other people over the years. I like all of their songs except for their big hits. So, like, most people know Semi-Charmed Life, which was their big hit back when I was in high school. That's a long time ago now. But it's not representative of the rest of their music. It seems very superficial and pop on the surface, and yes, the lyrics are kind of about, well, doing crystal meth and all that.
Yeah.
But the most of the content of their songs are very deep and soul-searching, but they also make incredible references to art and have this sort of intelligent lyrical balance that I haven't found in most other singer-songwriters. Mm-hmm. And it speaks to me in ways that a lot of other music does not. And I don't think that they're for everybody. They have a very happy poppy sound sometimes, but they deal with topics that are deal a lot with like postmodern thought and like how people are dealing with being human and that sort of thing, and get very in depth into thinking about the human condition, and I like that. But that's fair. How about yourself?
Well, before I dig into that, I think it's interesting that, just because when we were just talking about that earlier, I thought you meant like that's your favorite of their songs. I didn't realize that's like your favorite song.
It's up there if it isn't. Yeah. If it isn't, there's. I mean, I like a lot of music, right? So it's kind of a. Yeah, I like a lot of music, so it's up there.
Right on. For myself, which one would I choose? I think I actually played it for you last night. Sparrow by Simon and Garfunkel is one of my all-time favorite songs. And for some reason, I think I've probably blabbered about this on the podcast before, but I'll do it again, because too fucking bad. You guys aren't recording this. We are. But yeah, there's something about the lyrics about like this lonely bird that can't find fucking anywhere and doesn't all the way to the end, and then it's just like, and now you're going straight back to the earth, and the earth is like, yep, come on, because you're just going right back to from where you came, essentially. Obviously people will interpret that in different ways, but specifically and in the context of that song, it's all that perishes returns unto me kind of thing, being the physical earth, which I don't know, there's something awful and wonderful about that at the same time. The idea that we are all just a clean shot to the grave. It's just a matter of what we do in that time, and then seeing how it is that you may or may not be accepted or or whatever in that time.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I also like a lot of like, well, as I mentioned on the last one, I'm a Christian. Mm-hmm. There's a worship song that and people are going to be like, what? You haven't heard that or whatever? There's a song called Mountain to the Valley, done by a band called House Fires, which is like a worship band down in the States. I want to say in Georgia, but I have no idea. And you grew up in the Ottawa Valley. Mm-hmm. So some of the lyrics in it are like, wow, okay, because it talks about from the mountain to the valley. And it's like, okay, that has a physical meaning for people who grew up in Deep River like Tony and I did. But it also like had it as a spiritual meaning as well. Yeah. And it's been speaking to me a lot lately. But that's...
It's funny that you bring that up because that reminds me of a conversation. And I told Marla this when I... first or second time I brought her to Deep River. I was like, yeah, I remember whenever Matt would come back home, he would be like, I get to see my mountains. And I was like, well, they're not your fucking mountains, like, whatever. And then I left, because I was like, get me the fuck out of this town. And then I came back, I was like, I get it. Yeah. My mountains. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting. And then you'd have people like, I won't say her name, but who lives out west, and when she comes home, they're like, yeah, but those aren't real mountains. And I was like, well, they technically are. Yeah. So shut the fuck up. I mean, yeah, they're not the Rockies. I get it. But still.
You don't need to have the giant peaks. I don't know. I mean, the view in Deep River is phenomenal.
Yes,
with
it is.
The river looking across the mountains. It's something that I haven't experienced in too many other places. So
the view from those mountains to the Petawawa Plains and beyond, all that stuff is also quite pretty.
I'll take your word for that. I still haven't done that yet.
One day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lookout at Weslow Rock is wonderful. But yeah, I mean, short and sweet today. Now we throw it to you, audience, all whatever, 10 listeners or whatever it is.
Out into the ether.
Out into the ether. Not that we're taking ether, I'm just saying. But anyway, so what is one of your favorite songs and why? Let us know in the comments. And then on a shameless plug, like and subscribe to all of our shit so that we can, make money doing this and keep the lights on and blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much. That's your Daily Sweep for the day, and we'll be back tomorrow to sweep something else out from underneath the proverbial rug, and we will be doing so from Deep River. So that'll be fun. And then the following day we'll be doing so from Ottawa, and that'll be fun. And yeah, and then the words of Marla the Mouse McCarty, we'll see you guys later.
And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. Never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Running in the shadows, damn your love, damn your lies. Break the silence, damn the dark, damn the light. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still